Hello everybody, welcome back. It's of course Sport Federation TV, where every week we talk about what's happening with sport in the Western Cape, of course across our 6 districts, and it has been an exciting couple of weeks, but of course also an exciting year. But when I say a couple of weeks of excitement, it's because we've had so many of our federations, in fact, in studio with us, talking about their incredible results, including the fact that a number of our sport federations have gone to the World Championships and brought back some gold and silver and bronze medals. So our Western Cape athletes are really doing well. Coming up on the show tonight, we're going to be talking to our Western Cape Karate Federation. They're busy competing at the South African Championships, or in fact they've just returned from the African Championships held in Durban. And we're also going to be talking about some of the other codes in the Western Cape. Starting off, welcome back, Renata from Risjswijk, Vice President for Showing South Africa, and Tarryn Stebbing, new President of Western Cape Showing. Start off with you, Renata, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Tarryn, first time for you in studio with us?
Yeah, no, actually,
second
time.
Second time?
Yes.
Okay. So you're familiar already with the world of TV for sport?
Vaguely.
So let's start off with you, Tarryn. Big event now. It's the South African Youth Championships.
Correct.
Currently happening in KZN?
They are still busy at the moment.
Yeah.
We've got a pony riders team up there, and they finished their team event on Sunday. Is it Sunday or Monday? But they did very well. They, in fact, won all 5 of their classes, which, as far as I know, has never happened in history. So we're very proud of them. They've gone on to do their individuals. We only have one category left, which is the working hunter, which is happening today. Otherwise, the girls have done tremendously well. In fact, 2 of our riders, one has won South African Showing Champs in the individuals, and the other has come reserve.
Wow.
So we couldn't be prouder.
Renata, let's go back a few steps. I think when you were here last, you explained to us some of the different categories, but Tarryn just mentioned pony riding.
Yes.
And I think you did explain this, but maybe for the viewers who haven't seen this before, pony riding, is this different to horse riding?
Well, yes and no. So pony riders are an age category, but also the height category of the ponies.
Right.
There's only a certain height that you may compete as a pony rider up until the age of the rider itself as 14.
Okay.
So that's the pony riders, and then you get the juniors, which is on horses, which must be 150 centimeters and up.
Okay. So, I mean, a pony is a horse, right?
Yes, but it's a small horse. It's a different, yeah, it's definitely not a foal. People think they're baby horses, but they're absolutely not, yeah.
So, Tarryn, let's go back a step. KZN are currently hosting the South African Youth Championships, and we're going to take a look at some pictures that you guys have sent us. How did the athletes get to this event?
So all of our athletes that were selected to represent Western Cape have gone through selecting shows throughout the year.
Right.
So we've had graded shows, and specific ones that are a little bit bigger than others, and these athletes have had to ride in those shows and receive points in order to qualify for selection. Then a team of judges will select who they believe will be best to represent Western Cape.
So does the points then work over a period of time?
It's an annual thing, yes.
Annual, okay. So must you compete in a certain amount of competitions?
You have to do a minimum of 3.
Yeah.
And then the judges, there are 3 selecting judges. They will look at the performance throughout the year. But there is a minimum requirement, yes.
Okay. Renata, what's the starting point for athletes? I mean, just run us through some of those categories that you spoke about. Do you get points then in overall points? Or
Okay,
is it per
so
category?
in category. So show pony or show hack in terms of juniors and adults.
Yeah.
Show riding, show hunter, working riding, working hunter. So they compete in each category, obtain points to qualify. Then they also get selected to do district team events. So that is also another stepping point towards your provincial colours. And then finally at Western Cape Showing Champs, you know, generally those ponies and horses that win are generally the horses and ponies that we would like to see going forward. But some of them can't always afford to travel up, so they also apply via and say, look, I'm available. and then the selectors would look at, like Tarryn explained.
Yeah.
the
Let's take a look.
performance throughout
Let's take a look at some of the pictures that you guys sent in. So I think the first picture here is a number of, well, you've got obviously a few officials there as well, but Tarryn, just talk us through, what are we looking at here?
Well, there we've got our team, and they've just received first place in the national competition. That's Western Cape, our pony riders team. And we can see Olivia, we can see little Annabelle, Olivia.
Are these some of your your superstars that have come through the ranks?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
These girls are definitely ones to watch out for the future.
Okay.
And it was quite lovely this year. Their manager was actually their coach, Michelle
Right.
Moreira.
All right.
And so she's standing in the foreground with the flag.
Let's take a look at some of the other pictures that you sent. So there's now a slightly bigger or wider picture there with athletes actually on their horses. Is that your coach in front there?
That's their coach and our team manager for the year.
So one of the things that I am seeing in all of these pictures is that, and this is really fantastic, the logo that we're seeing behind me here, folks, and of course the logo that I'm wearing now. In fact, by the way, I'm wearing the actual official Western Cape provincial colours, which is available also in replica, by the way. But Tarryn, I mean, looking at that, everybody's in blue and white, everybody's wearing the provincial logo. This must be a big, proud moment for everyone.
Absolutely. These girls have worked really hard to get their colours, and they are very proud to show it off. And yes, they are there shining.
That was actually the team parade.
Okay.
So once the Western Cape won gold out of the 4 teams that attended, they dress up, their ponies and everything, and they have a beautiful parade around the showgrounds. And then
is that the first thing that they do when they start the event? Is parade around?
No, after. So once they've officially been, Western Cape came first.
Yeah.
They all dress up. All the teams dress up, and they do a team parade. And then they stop and get off and stand on the podium and receive the trophy.
So, Renata, you've been involved in this game for a while now. You're also at, you're the VP for Showing South Africa, but you've come through the provincial structures. When you get to these events now, are you competing against the other provinces, against the KZNs and the Gautengs, and is it battle?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's provincial teams competing against each other at open level, but also at challenge team level, at novice levels.
Tarryn, you were saying that that this year the results in so far are quite remarkable.
Yes, like I said, Western Cape has won 5 out of their 5 team events.
Wow.
And individually as well, the girls are doing so well. We received news yesterday that another one of our Western Cape riders, not on the team this year, but there for individuals, has just won the Working Riding Supreme Championship. So we are beyond proud of them.
How do they get to be so good?
A lot of work. People don't understand how much goes into the sport. Regardless of whether they're out there training, they've got to fit it in after school, before school. Right. It's a lot of time.
I quite often see horse vehicles in early mornings.
Yes.
Do they train sometimes before
Absolutely.
school?
If that's where they can fit it in. Yes.
All right, okay. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at some more of the photographs and videos and see if Renata and Tarryn can just give us a little bit more information about showing in the Western Cape. And wow, again, Western Cape athletes dominating. Don't go away. We're back right after the break.